Hello and welcome back to another YouTube video. We're going to look at employment legislation now. All I ask for is a subscribe and like and share with your friends, and let's get straight to the video. So you have laws about labour. The Equality Act 2010 protects employees from being discriminated against due to any protected characteristics they have. Protected characteristics are just things you use to identify yourself, so your race, your gender, your religion, age, disability, etc. All those things along them lines. Now there's two types of discrimination. You have direct discrimination, so when someone is treated less favourably because of their protected characteristic. Then you have indirect discrimination, so everyone is treated the same, but it has a worse effect on one group of people compared to others. So for direct discrimination, an example could be a woman being paid less than a man. For indirect discrimination, it might be the workplace says no headscarves or like anything to cover your head in the workplace. Obviously, in Islam, some women wear hijab, so that might be some form of indirect discrimination. Now, discrimination laws also affect businesses. It affects their recruitment phase, so firms cannot state in a job advert that candidates have to be a certain race, age, gender, etc. So they basically can't say any protected characteristics in an advert for a job. Only if it's a genuine requirement, maybe like a female is needed to clean the female's toilets, It also affects pay. Businesses have to give equal pay throughout the firm, and promotion and redundancies as well. Everyone should have the same opportunity to be promoted, and firms shouldn't just make people who are old or disabled redundant. And lastly, employment tribunals can solve issues if there is some form of discrimination going on. So if an employee feels as if they've been treated unfairly, they can make a claim to a tribunal. At a tribunal, a judge will decide who is right between the employer and employee, and the employer may have to pay compensation if found guilty, so they may have to pay like a fine to them. Again, like last video, all of this stuff you don't necessarily need to know off by heart. It's not going to come up for big questions, but just have the basics so you can maybe mention it once or twice, get a couple of marks. I would say remember 2 points from each. Actually, I would say kind of remember everything, yeah. Now moving on to the next one. Yeah, employers have to pay staff a minimum amount. So the national minimum wage and national living wage. National minimum wage is what everyone has to get paid. National living wage is the minimum amount for 23-plus-year-olds. Some employers willingly pay a bit extra to show that they value staff, which can lead to employees feeling more motivated and work harder. Also, an employment contract sets out the duties between employee and employer. So 28 days of paid holiday, maternity leave, that's what the employee gets. And also the employee is agreeing to attend work on time, do their job, etc. And lastly, there's health and safety laws. So Health and Safety Act 1974 states that the work environment must be safe. Now obviously this is a lot, and like I said, it's not all going to come up in your exam. There's not going to be like one specific question speaking about it. Just have the basics, from both of the slides and stuff that you feel like you could mention a couple of points, like a 20 marker, to get extra marks. Apart from that, that's the end of the video. As I always say, I just get straight to the point and give you what you need instead of speaking too much. All I ask for is a subscribe and like and share it with your friends, and hopefully you do good in your A-level business exams.